Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a 2-question tarot card reading. So your name and info will be confidential. I will only go over the questions that you have. So hello, hun. I know it's been a while. So let's tune into the questions you have here. So let's have your questions pulled up. Let's do a quick little prayer to clear out the energy and to keep away anything negative out of the reading. So we ask the universe now and spirit guides of this client focused on to reveal now to her what she needs to know in this present time. We ask that the information that comes through may come through God's higher purpose, God's higher intention. Anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as I ask to receive information from God's higher purpose and God's higher intention for this client. May this space be protected. Thank you. Alright. Sorry, a plane is passing by. Alright, so your question is, will I ever get back ability to talk to spirits? I was able to hear spirits. They talked to me when I was little. My grandmother died about a year later. I received a phone call from her. It was bad connection and a lot of noises, but I hear her voice very clearly. She called my name and she says something else that I don't remember now. I was about 7 years old, home alone, and I find this call so much scary. After being so scared, I lost my ability. I hope to get it back. Will I ever have my own business? Any details? Okay, so let's go over the question about spirits. I always believe abilities are never taken away from you, or abilities to hear spirit is never like gone, especially if you were born with it, or especially that you've had it from the beginning. What usually happens is it can diminish or could fade away. It doesn't mean that it's gone. It just means that something that you went through, some trauma, like the phone call, or something caused you to block that, to block the possibility of you using that again. And I believe it was possibly the phone call. It was so scary, like you said, and that fear is probably what held, like what began what began the whole blocking it, like blocking from being able to do it. And it's kind of like a psychological thing. It's something you just did naturally because of the fear, and that's what fear does. I've met a lot of psychics that stopped getting visions or stopped receiving things or stopped communicating with spirits because they were so afraid of dealing with them that it's like they just naturally started blocking them. All you have to do is begin praying and ask the universe, ask your guides and your angels, and ask them that you're open to hearing spirits. Of course, only spirits that are from God's higher purpose and the white light. You have to show them that you're ready. You have to show them that you're open and that you're not afraid anymore. It's about not having that fear anymore that will allow that to unblock. So I don't feel like it's gone away. I feel like you still have it. It's just now finding a way to not have that fear, or to not have that negative thought of that whole situation, because it's definitely imprinted something traumatic in you and what you think. So I would say to really ask your spirit guides to help you open up and open yourself up again. Whenever it's there, it's always going to be there. It's just kind of using that muscle again, and reusing it. It's like you have muscle memory of it. It's just using it again. So practice with it. Find exercises like you use to help your senses, which is clairsentience, clairaudience, like you said, hearing. Find exercises that could help you work on that muscle and build that muscle again, because it's just muscle memory. It's still there. It's just you blocked it because of that traumatic event, and now you have to unblock it. So think of it as like, training yourself again to gain that. And of course, putting that request to the universe, my dear. Okay. So I'm gonna start shuffling here for your next question, which is, will I ever have my own business? Any details I should know? Alright, so your question is, will you ever have your own business? Will you ever have your own business? Let me shuffle this correctly. Hold on one second, hon. Alright, will she ever have her own business? Will she ever have her own business? I love this deck. This deck's called the Wild Unknown. It's a new deck that I'm using. It's beautiful. Oh, so kind of got these cards here. Alright, so look how beautiful these cards is. This is the Death card. And this is the Eight of Swords. And then this is the Lover's card. Very beautiful. So the energy I'm getting from these cards itself, it's kind of saying like, there is a possibility of it. This represents the possibility, the positive outcome of it, the beautiful energy of it, of the possibility of yes, it can happen. Especially look at the colors. It just represents that it's like, it's a definite strong possibility. It can happen, but there's a lot of things you need to let go of. The Death card usually means a transition or something that has to take place. So you could bring in new, fresh energy. So it's kind of like letting go of the old and bringing in the new, out with the old, in with the new, to bring in new energy. This usually means as well when somebody's like trapped or feels like they're trapped in something or they don't feel completely free. I don't know if it's because you have a certain job now that you're not 100% happy in, or maybe you feel like there's really no hope, or is there really a possibility? So it's kind of that energy that's like, that is totally possible, and there's enough, you have enough potential to make it happen, your own business. It's just letting go of certain old beliefs or certain old belief patterns, or even just the concept of letting go of maybe what you think things are supposed to be when it comes down to a career, a job. It's like you have to break free of that so you can then like be a dreamer and actually go for it, if that makes any sense. And then this represents, the Death represents a transition has to occur so that can happen. So either you have to leave your job or let go of something, or like, or try a different route, or try something new to let go a little bit of the old. So that's kind of something that's coming through for that. It's positive. It just means like you have to go through a lot of shifts and changes and transitions so that can take place. But it's a huge possibility. It's like saying that you have the potential. You could do it and make it happen whenever you want. It's just being willing to let go of that old belief system, or like what people have told you, or oh, it's not possible, or it's really hard, or whatever. Like, don't listen to what other people say. You go with your gut feeling and you go with what you believe. That's kind of what I'm picking up too. Like, don't listen to what other people say about a certain thing. You have your own mindset and you have your own mind. And if you set your mind to something, if you set your mind to achieving something or making something happen, it will happen. No matter what way you make it happen, it will, because you have that desire and that willingness to go after it, like I said. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle and pull out 3 more cards and see what Spirit has to say to you as a message, and then I will leave you with that, hon. What does Spirit have to say to you? What does Spirit have to say to you? This is interesting. So this usually means a celebration, and then this usually means like, going through really hard times, maybe financially, poverty, or or just the concept of like struggles. And then this means like even though you're going through the struggles, like there's definitely the light at the end of the tunnel is coming for you. It just what requires is just like I refer to it as like just hard work. So again, your message from spirit itself is saying like your dreams, whatever you want to call it, or whatever your goals, whatever you want to change, you can make it happen. There's a lot of positive energy coming out of it. It's just saying like you have to believe in yourself more. You have to have confidence in yourself more in believing that like that can really happen. Like it's not just an idea, or it's not just a thought like, oh, maybe one day. No, like you have to believe or pretend that it's ready happening, or pretend that it's ready in your energy field, because that allows you then to attract it or manifest it because you really truly believe it can happen. So that's kind of what the cards are talking to me about. And I'm feeling like whatever struggles and challenges you've been going through recently as well, this card just represents things are going to be getting better soon. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Things will be resolved if financially it's been rough recently, or you've been stressed out with work, or you've been really busy and it's been overwhelming. There's a sense that everything's going to be coming to a closing and things are going to get better most definitely for you. Okay, my dear? So I'm going to leave you with that. I very much hope you enjoyed this mini quick tarot card reading. I do have an angel letter I have to complete for you, so I'll be working on that, but I very much hope you have a beautiful day. I hope I brought some clarity, and thank you so much for your response. I'm always here for you, and many blessings to you, and bye now.